arrived in Australia. The Sydney Harbour Bridge and Opera House were more stunning in reality than what I had seen on TV. Josephine was excited to share her country with me, so we traveled overland to South Australia for a more personal experience of the place and its people. It was summer in the land down under. Huge white cockatoos and gray and pink galahs screeched so loudly you could hear them through the thick windows of the bus, even with the air conditioning blasting. As dusk fell, kangaroos appeared silently, grazing peacefully near the road's edge, then bounded away effortlessly as the economy coach raced past. The sun sank into the desert continent with heat shimmering like rolling silver waves on the distant horizon. The sunburned land was a polar opposite of the punishing cold of the Minnesota winters I grew up in. This was the first time my winter had turned to summer. But it was not just any summer. I was getting married. Chapter 2. Brazil. The plane soared south over the South American rainforest, a jungle larger than all other jungles of the world put together. In the 2 hours since sunrise, I'd seen nothing below but a vast sea of green, a tropical forest canopy hiding 3 lands you seldom hear about: Guyana, French Guiana, and Suriname. Only winding rivers of creamy brown or dark coffee colors broke the seemingly endless leafy expanse. They look so different from the blue rivers of Minnesota. In the Sioux Indian language, Minnesota means land of sky-blue waters. This morning, my mind kept comparing the rivers below with North America's largest river, the mighty Mississippi, which flowed just a mile from my childhood home in suburban Minneapolis. On warm days, I rode my bicycle there with the other boys to fish, play, swim, and rope swing. The Mississippi seemed so enormous to me then, almost 1,000 feet wide. That experience had defined my concept of a great river, until today. The rivers, lakes, and forests of Minnesota constitute a huge wilderness of water and woods. I love those woods. I had a sense that I would love this great forest, too. The fasten your seatbelt sign illuminated with a loud pong, and the pilot rattled off a bunch of instructions in Portuguese. "We are beginning our descent," the pilot then said in heavily accented English. "We are 167 kilometers from our destination." Belém, Brazil, was our destination, the largest city of the Amazon jungle, located about 80 miles from the Atlantic and the mouth of the Amazon River. "We are at this very moment flying over the equator," the pilot added. Along with everyone else in a window seat, I looked out the airplane window for a line marking the middle of the world. Again, I saw only green, except for another river that looked like a squiggly length of yarn thrown across an inconceivably huge grassy lawn, just one of the Amazon's 1,100 tributaries. I followed its meander through the emerald forest into the distance. Then I saw it. A loud "wow" burst out of my mouth at the sight of the Amazon River. It was like a giant beige carpet runner leading through a majestic cathedral of green. It was 100 times wider than the tributaries that fed it. I remained mesmerized as we flew over. All eyes gazed out the airliner's windows in fascination. Tiny wooden boats hugged the edge, as if in fear of venturing across the turbulent expanse. I glanced at my 2 traveling companions from the Youth with a Mission YWAM training center in Los Angeles. I could see excitement rising in their sleep-deprived faces. The 3 of us were embarking on an adventure we could never have imagined when we started working together 2 years earlier. Then I saw it again. How could this be? Another Amazon River? But there it was, an immense milky brown mega expressway stampeding straight through the jungle toward the rising sun. Our flight path from Miami to Belém was bringing